Hey guys, what's up? Pixel Art Builder 583 here for another edition of the PAB Magazine. I've been quite busy and having a few moments here and there, but at least now here I am with what I've got in my update arsenal. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get straight to it with Sam doing the obligatory honors.
Thank you, Pix. You know what topic this is going to be about, right? If you guessed Microsoft Sam Plays Minecraft, then you're right. We are going to be talking about that one yet again. So, we managed to get Season 8 Episode 3 substantially done in some scenes. As for one crucial scene, we are gaining some assistance from some collaborators, namely one of them with some sprites, as we go along. That person is doing a very nice job at it as well, contributing all he can do to give this episode some finesse and a unique amount of detail and variety in it. I know it may be taking a very long time to put this episode together, but as far as I am concerned with this, quality is what comes first and not quantity. Though of course me and Pix feel guilty of not practicing that as much as we all should, since screen time is more heavily relied on. Either way, we are drawing out more plans for future episodes, with the other stuff for episodes 4 and 5 being locked in. Going to add to that, I'm especially not forgetting that we're still making great progress for episode 3 of the same season as well. Wait, stop there. After some of those pre-planned episodes release, we're planning more Samco episodes, as the main story with the main series goes on. Remember, when I was saying that there was some detail in the Raffle world Pix wants to focus on, as the main series goes into development. In actuality, since we're far behind in terms of Minecraft updates, I want to catch us up with that first, before we consider making more episodes of this, at least in the more major parts in terms of said updates. As such, Pix is planning the main content, such as some of the main episodes, done first before going straight for a few Samco ones. And we're gonna be sure to put enough finesse into the order we put each episode in, whether it be the main series or with Samco. Either way, keep an eye out for what you might see in the end result. Now then, with that being said, let's go on to something more straightforward. Microsoft Sam reads funny signs and errors Mark II. This one's going to be about episode 7 of the series. Due to what we actually got for episode 6, that being a crossover between Pix and his friend Ellie like Edward MMOs, that was only the first part of it, which was meant to be a surprise for a change of pace. Because each person used their own errors and signs, minus the memes and design fails, there is planned to be the 7th episode as the second part of that same crossover, which is going to be a Request Gallery Edition episode. Plus, all the signs, errors, memes, and design fails that were initially going to be reserved for episode 6 are going to be used alongside newer requests to gain some quantity and quality to match the amount that Edward created according to his own end of the crossover. I will also note that at the end of the day, just because we haven't used what we initially said we would doesn't mean we're neglecting any requests made as long as it abides by certain rules. Whether some errors are accepted and or saved for later, they'll still come along, so do not worry if you requested some, most preferably in the Funny Signs and Errors Discord server. Anyway, with that said, we are going to shift to another topic. This one topic is Microsoft Sam and Friends Play Left 4 Dead 2. This one's going to highlight the progress we've made in terms of Swap Episode 2, as well as what we'll have in store for the rest of them. For Swap Episode 2, it's coming along nicely, but also slowly. Ever since, before Pix had to leave and take some time off, he was working on us partaking in Swap Episode 2 in terms of its first campaign. The second campaign has yet to be finished in some way, shape or form, and let's not forget he did the prologue for it too. However, what may end up happening in this one is that it may end up resuming progress after Funny Signs and Errors Mark II episode 7. Our priority shift there may focus on the latter before the former, in other words, but we're still not gonna promise that stuff will remain consistent from there, nor even stick to the plan, since originally we were going to do each swap episode once every 2 weeks. That aged like milk. That is why I'm not gonna promise that swap episode 2 will follow what's particularly consistent in pace. If anything, though, you can still expect it to be good in some way, shape or form. As for the rest of the swap episodes, there's going to be even less consistency in terms of pacing for them due to other stuff that Pix intends to knock out, and yes, that is soon going to apply to Microsoft Sam Plays Minecraft Season 8 Episode 3 once we get what is truly needed for that. Once we get busy on some of that, we may or may not throw in a few swap episodes to give the audience something to enjoy as we work on the bigger stuff. However, that's not going to be at a consistent enough pace, and those swap episodes will be worked on whenever we really feel like it. So expect those swap episodes to come out in generally a slower pace. On the off chance that a swap episode in question turns out to release faster than normal, that would be great, but I'll have us remember not to overexert ourselves with the schedules, plans, or any of that. Otherwise it'd feel like we're doing all work, no play. Anyway, I'll get off the stage for this one to pass it over to Mary for her topic.
Thank you, Sam. Alright then, now we are going to be talking more about Microsoft Mary Plays Shantae and the Seven Sirens next. We know and we are well aware of the lack of episodes for that series lately, and honestly I will say, we are trying to make the time to pick back up on it when we get the chance. Like it was said earlier before, 4 more episodes have been pre-recorded. We'll get down to editing them in some moments, although I will give a hint, those episodes aim to be closer and closer to the finale of the game as a whole. But I know it was said already in the previous edition. We'll try going for those 4 episodes once we give ourselves the chance for it, albeit there will be bigger priorities than this, as Sam said earlier. So therefore, do not expect this to be too timely or anything. If we feel the need to try producing them, we will, but just note that I don't exactly look at a few deadlines or anything of that sort. Anyway, we'll be on to Scotty for his own topic.
I'll take the pleasure to do so, Mary. I am. So, anyways, for radar over here's Scotty's Retrocraft. I know it's been one hell of a while since last it was done, but I have some news about it. One episode of Season 1, which is Episode 6, has been pre-recorded. It was pre-recorded before Microsoft Sam and Friends Play Left 4 Dead 2 Swap Episode 2 started production, by the way. Just thought there would be a fun fact there. But anyway, what I'll do is make it the penultimate episode before the final one, which will be Episode 7. Those 2 episodes may have something related to diamonds or something, though this is not to spoil anything for the matter, since this series doesn't even have a story anyway. If it did though, we'd make sure not to give it a whole lot of substance like we do with Microsoft Sam Plays Minecraft. While substance is important and all, we should ensure that it doesn't go for too long, otherwise there would be some boredom here and there, and the people watching would fall asleep or some shit like that. Something quick and simple would be what I really prefer in series such as this one. So as such, Episodes 6 and 7 will both end this experimental season off, and make way for more substantial content that has yet to be provided. But anyway, we're gonna go back to pixel art to cover the remaining topics from here.
Thank you, Scotty. Now then, it's about time I get down to business with some of my own series in the Pixparsarkin channel next, which is going to focus on firstly Pixel Art's Minecraft adventures. As you can see in some community posts I made regarding where I'd put that type of content in the future, I said myself that I would be putting the next few episodes in that channel. That, and of course, I have a plan regarding Season 5 on top of it. While I can ascertain that a good majority of Season 5 has good substance in terms of its name, especially with friends who supported me along the way, I'm intending to change the direction that I initially planned for it to go, especially in terms of episode capacity. Originally, I was going to give the season a few more episodes than just 14 of them, but due to a few reasons such as time constraints, the intention of the new direction for the future of this series, and even the releases of newer versions that I am trying to move into as soon as stuff is available, I decide to make the episode capacity for this season at 14 too. Now, I know some people are thinking, this is like seasons 3 and 4 all over again. Well, you might be right about that. But one reason I was switching back and forth for episode capacity planning in the earlier seasons is because I had no idea what I was truly doing in the earlier years. Ever since then, though, I started improving in terms of the direction. And thus, now that I know what I'm intending to do in the long run, step 1 is to renew this series with another season, 2 is to go with the current episode in the present, and 3 is to not worry about the episode capacity unless I'm sure of how many episodes I intend for there to be in that season. Which is why I'm gonna say Season 5, Episode 14 is gonna be the final one for that specific season. I'm not gonna give the specific plan for it until it releases, obviously, but stay tuned for that. While also, by saying those steps when renewing the series with another season and such, I'm gonna apply those steps to Season 6 when I plan it. Especially since right now, I'm not sure what the episode capacity there will be. I plan to make it more procedural, though with no text-to-speech, more authentic and human-like gameplay or adventures. With that being said about PMA, I'm going to go on to the next topic of the agenda, which is more so going to deal with the replay of Minecraft's story mode. Yes, I know, it's been a hot minute since I recorded Season 1, Episode 1 of that series, especially since August of 2023. One reason I held myself back from playing through the rest of those episodes was because I had some things going on both in real life and in the online world, which tested my hopes and dreams drastically and made me question my morality every time something wrong goes on. There were some things making me think I was some kind of bad omen, such as mental health and so forth. That was more so on the online aspect of things, though I'm not going to go into perspective as to what exactly happened. Though the real life stuff, such as job searching and a few appointments and issues that require me to be out of the house, that was okay for the most part since it feels cathartic when I go out of the house every now and then. So, I apologize in advance for any delays for that replay. I can't tell when exactly I plan to get Season 1 Episode 2 out of the way, though I can rest assured that it'll be in the Pixparsarkin channel, just like Pixel Art's Minecraft Adventures, and it's sure to come soon enough. Either way, if anything, there will be some updates as we go on. Only time will tell when it will be out, though. But it will be out regardless, no matter when. With that one said and done, let's go on to something that I'm gonna balance the Pixparsarkin channel with versus the Pixel Art Builder 583 channel, though I'm not gonna pit those two against each other in any way. Instead, what I'm going to elaborate on is that what I intend to add to the channel besides Pixel Art's Minecraft Adventures, the Minecraft Story Mode replay, and yes, even M60 Remastered. One thing I am going to plan with that is a story-rich series that cements various elements for a good plot, which works similarly to Microsoft Sam Plays Minecraft, but in its own original way. I don't know when would be a good time for it per se, but I'll but I do have a very good synopsis on what it may be like. I cannot tell what it's going to be yet due to reasons that are tied with MSSPMC, and it's also because I don't 100% know the concept of it, and I'll need more time to work on it as I go along. On top of that, I'm also planning to add a few more different games, though some of those games are going to be different when compared to the Pixel Art Builder 583 channel. I'll try not to add too much to the plate though, because that would not make me a happy camper if I did. So remind me every now and then if you feel the need to. Now that we've covered everything up to here, you know what time it is. Time for the recap of where I'm going. The details that will come up as follows. 1. Microsoft Sam Plays Minecraft Season 8 Episode 3 is continuing development slowly but surely, and after a few more episodes of the main series, there may be a few Samco episodes. 2. Microsoft Sam Reads Funny Signs and Errors Mark II Episode 7 is going to be a collaboration and a Request Gallery Edition episode. 3. Microsoft Sam and Friends Play Left 4 Dead 2 is going to be a bit more sporadic in Swapisode production for the time being, especially Swapisode 2. 4. Microsoft Mary Plays Shantae and the Seven Sirens may or may not go into overdrive in episode production, depending on priority and or other factors. 5. Radar Overseer Sky's Retrocraft episodes 6 and 7 are going to be the final episodes of Season 1. 6. Pixel Art's Minecraft Adventure Season 5 Episode 14 will be the final episode of Season 5, and Season 6's episode count is to be determined. 7. The replay of Minecraft Story Mode will continue eventually. And 8. There may be more content added to the Pixpar Sarkin channel besides what we already have. And that's that for this one, folks. If you guys enjoyed this one, be sure to stay tuned for more videos like this one and subscribe for more in the future. This is Pixel Art Builder 583 signing off. Peace out.